Welcome back to another episode of 40 Facts About the 40K Universe. I am your host, Gershwin, and you are watching One Mind Syndicate. Today we continue talking about the Imperial Navy as we get into cruisers. Now this is going to be an overview video. You don't need any background knowledge. Just know that there are ships in Warhammer 40K, and we're going to talk about that. Now, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. We post Warhammer 40K content every single day. And of course, if you have any suggestions for topics of Warhammer 40K, just comment down below, and we will try to create a video for you. With that said, let's get into 40 facts on cruisers. Cruisers make up the backbone of any starfaring warfleet. More maneuverable than a battleship, and more powerful than an escort. They have the firepower and speed to be used for almost any sort of duty, including patrols, blockades, raids, and straight-up firefights. The conduct of the Great Crusade required vessels by the thousands, vessels that could not only carry armies and bring apocalyptic destruction to bear, but that could also endure the perilous transit of warp space and the titanic forces and hardships of the Imperium and the deep void both. Military vessels were needed to replace losses and meet the ever-expanding demands of the expeditionary fleets, the Armada Imperialis, and on a lesser scale, the rogue traders and local navies. To satisfy this constant need, a bewildering variety of classes of warships were developed to fulfill an equally bewildering variety of roles. Light cruisers and heavy cruisers are medium-sized warships, ranging in general terms between 4 kilometers and 6 kilometers in length, and with an onboard complement of crew ranging into the thousands. They are intended primarily for independent military operations, such as raids, outpost assaults, deep-range patrols, and search-and-destroy missions, and for use as workhorse warships in larger fleets and squadrons. The difference between the two primary types of cruisers is principally found not in general size, although this may also be the case, but role and specialization. Heavy or armored cruisers, as they are known, are designed to favor defense and firepower. Particularly, overgun ships for this class may be referred to as battle cruisers. A noteworthy but relatively uncommon type of warship is the Grand Cruisers. They are pocket battleships, something of a halfway house between a battleship and a cruiser in size and firepower. They were intended principally to be capable of operating on their own, rather than as part of a larger fleet, and are often further specially designed either for range, which was to say duration of deployment without significant resupply or refit, or to mount a specialized weapon system, which requires particular tactics to utilize. Grand cruisers make for formidable heavy raiders, and would use their range and speed to catch targets unaware, as well as being powerful flagships for small fleets of cruisers and escorts. The Gallus of War is an equivalent vessel, often much larger physically, much of whose fabric is given over to freight and transport capacity, while still maintaining formidable armaments and defense. They make for ideal support vessels for deep-range exploration into unknown regions of space, and as the flagship of the most powerful rogue trader militants. Light cruisers sacrifice some of the favorite elements of heavy cruisers for greatly increased speed and maneuverability. Both, however, are more than a match for any warship smaller than themselves, and will be the death of any civilian ship it chooses to turn its wrath on. Just as with battle barges, but on a smaller scale, strike cruisers are modified designs used by the Legion of Astartes, optimized and reconfigured for planetary assault and boarding actions in primacy over other roles. It's important to note that no cruiser of any type can hope to match a battleship in an open fight on equal terms, and so in any clash of the line between fleets, they are used in a supporting role for their side's battleships and battle barges. Their role primarily to use their speed to carry out flanking attacks, combine their firepower, and to harry and finish off wounded ships. Because of the flexibility of their hulls and their relatively smaller scale in comparison to a battleship, needing far less resources and material to construct as a mighty capital ship, cruiser-sized hulls are also used for a wide variety of rarer variants and specialized functions. As a result, the minor classes such as siege monitors, attack carriers, pursuit cruisers, torpedo rams, claw cruisers, and shield barracks can all be found in the ancient Armada Imperialis order of battle. And those were 40 facts on cruisers. Again, this is an overview video. We're going to go in depth into each individual cruiser, probably starting tomorrow. So we're going to get done with the cruisers and then we'll move on to another vessel later on in the future. Comment down below if there's a particular ship that you are interested in and you want us to talk about. You know, the one with the highest votes will definitely get its own video pretty soon. But like I said, this is just an overview of cruisers. Now you kind of get a feel for what a cruiser is. It's between an escort and a battleship. And going forward, you'll have an understanding of the ships that we're going to talk about tomorrow and the day after because of this video. If you guys enjoy what we do, jump on over to Patreon. A simple $1 a month helps us create more videos, and it gives you some extra videos to watch. Thanks for everything, guys. Check out the wiki page if you don't want to wait for these videos. Link is going to be down in the description for that. You could read up on all the amazing lore right on there. So link down in the description. With that said, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. This was Gersh1 with One Mind Syndicate, signing out.